Thank you, Cheryl. You know, all those things we've known for many, many years, but to finally get this night for you is just incredible. And our final two inductees come from Murray State football. And I decided a long time ago, Reggie and Mike, and as we meet with our Hall of Fame committee, and our committee could confirm this, many, many times leading up to this moment, we knew we were going to get you guys in to the Hall of Fame. But I was adamant they've got to go in together. These guys connected 100 times on passes for 2 years and never lost a conference game. I mean, just totally dominated. So we're going to bring up Reggie's boys first. Reggie and Ryan. Guys, come on up. They're going to introduce Reggie Swinton. Reggie will come up, and then Isabella. Cherry's going to introduce her dad. And then when we're through with these two fellas here, Coach Houston Nutt has got a special video that he's going to share with us. So here's Reggie and Ryan.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
My name is Reggie Swinton. I was only a baby when my father, Reggie Swinton, played professional football. But I heard amazing stories about his football career. I heard a lot of good stories about how good of an impact he made here in Murray State. Growing up, I always loved the game of football. Because of my dad, football has always been a big part of my life. He never forced me to play football growing up. He let me play whatever I wanted to play, basketball, baseball, whatever I wanted. But growing up around my dad, football has become a very, very big part of my life. To my dad, it always seemed like I never paid attention to how good he was at football. I always bashed him about how he sucks, how I was better than him. But little does he know, in my free time, even to this day, I go watch his highlights on YouTube as much as I can. It's motivation for me. I'm following the same career path as my dad in football. I played college football at Jackson State University. I'm a walk-on there just like my dad. He walked on here to Murray State, and I'm hoping to make the same impact there as he made here. For motivation, I watch his videos all the time, as much as I can, so I can have my name called like he used to be here. Hopefully, I wish to play professional football like my dad someday and have one of these events like he has right now. I was gonna say, it's a blessing to be able to stand up here and congratulate my dad for his success and for everything he's done. He's a great person, makes a good impact in Arkansas and sports in general. And I was gonna say thank you for letting me be here today. And I'd like to pass it over to my brother Ryan to end it off.
That's a hard act to follow right there. First off, I want to thank God for just us being here. And I want to thank Murray State for letting a 5'11", 163-pound kid play here. You are a great inspiration. You might not know it, but you are a bright light in our life and the kids that you coach's life. Your journey has been amazing. You are a adversity killer. You've been through more than I can imagine, and look where you are now, being inducted for the second time into the Hall of Fame. I love you so much that it's hard to even understand. You are the greatest father that I could have. It might not show on the exterior, you know, I make it hard for you, but on the inside, you are the greatest. Your impact in the community back home in Arkansas, you have the greatest program in Arkansas, AAU football. Nobody can touch him. He'll let you know that. He's not shy. Very big-headed. But there's a reason why, because he's built like that. He is that guy. And you are wonderful, man. Come on, don't cry, because you're going to make me cry. I'm not even getting inducted. It is a great honor to call you my father. It was a great honor to see how big of an athlete that you are. You were. I love you, Pops. You are the man. Come on up here, man. Come on.
I said I wasn't gonna cry tonight, and I lost the bet. I lost $50. And the sad part is I bet it myself. Oh, first of all, I want to thank Dave Winder and the committee for getting me into this Hall of Fame. I want to thank the Miller family that took care of me when I got here. A young kid from Arkansas that didn't know nothing about a different city or state. The Miller family, Mr. and Mrs. Miller, did a great job in taking care of me. Dr. Stout, I have asthma really, really bad. When I was here, he made sure I could breathe so I could play. My wife, sitting right here, been with her 22 years, getting her doctorate degree right now at Jackson State. She just drove in and got to lay you right back and go back to class tomorrow. And my two boys, love y'all. I got two kids not here. My mother and father, please stand up. My mother and father, please stand up. Without those two, I don't know where I would be. Those two are such great people and great parents. And my stepfather, I love him because, you know, he was there for me at 11 years old. He's still there for me today. And he was that man that was like my father that helped raise me. My Uncle Michael, please get up. My Uncle Michael, guys. When I didn't want to do nothing, when I left Murray State and I kept on getting cut, and I'm gonna tell you all those stories, that man right there, he kept pushing me. Don't give up, nephew. You're not made to give up, nephew. You keep going. And that man helped me. My teammates, all my teammates that are here, please stand right quick. All my teammates. The greatest teams at Murray State, 95 and 96, those guys were part of that team. And I can tell y'all right now, there would be no me up here right now if it wasn't for those guys and the many guys who wanted to be here and it's not here. And to my quarterback, Michael Dean Cherry, what we call him. Mike Cherry was the man. And for those of y'all that did not get a chance to watch Mike play, there is no Reggie Swinton going into the Hall of Fame here. I wouldn't be going into the Garbage Man Hall of Fame if it wasn't for Mike Cherry. That man knew on third down to get me the ball. On third down, he was my money and I was his money. And we both had a goal, get to the NFL. And we needed each other. And one guy that's missing was the third man, that's Jesse Jones. If y'all knew Jesse Jones, y'all knew if you double team me, Jesse was gonna bust you up for 100. If you double team Jesse, I was gonna bust you up for 200. It wasn't no stopping us. And we was called the Bomb Squad. To the man that got me here. One Sunday, I got a phone call from a coach named Danny Nutt. This is around the time when I was being recruited by Memphis State, by Arkansas, Tulsa, Washington, and I get a call one Sunday while I'm watching the Cowboys from Murray State. I'm like, Murray State? Who are they? You know, because I'm thinking I'm going to go to some big-time Power 5 college. Let me tell y'all something. When God has a plan for you, it don't matter what you want, it's what He wants. So when I thought I was going to go to this big time college and play on TV every single Saturday, God sent me right here to Murray State. And I came to play for a man named Houston Dale Nutt. And when I tell y'all that Houston Dale Nutt is a father like no other father that was not my real father, that man took care of me at this school. All the players called me his pet because every time I did something, they went and told on me, or he treated me like I was his son. Coach Nutt's a very special man. And any of his players right now would run through a brick wall for him. He left Murray State in '96 to go to Boise State. And when he left, that hurt. That hurt. Because that man right there, if you don't know him, you don't know him. My roommate in the back, Sean Nolan, when I first got to Murray State, Sean Nolan, he and I were roommates together. And I was the only child that my mom had. So I grew up a bit selfish. And I get to a place where I gotta come and share a dorm room with somebody and share a TV. And this is back when Murray didn't have, call waiting. So if your roommate was on the phone, it was busy all night long. And Sean stayed on the phone all night long. Sean, man, I love you. Let me tell y'all about leaving Murray State. This is a special place to me because when I got here, like I said, I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to expect. But like Coach Nutt would always say, these are the best days of your life and you don't even realize it. And when you get grown and you start to have kids and you get grandkids and you got bills and you start to realize those were truly the best days of your life. Because you didn't have no responsibilities. All you had was school and football. What a dream. What a dream. And I walked on in Murray State. When I passed the ACT test late, nobody could offer me. And Murray State said, come on, we want you. Every other school backed off of me. So it was Murray State or McDonald's. So I think I'm going to go to Murray State. And I came here and look where it's got me, into the Murray State Hall of Fame. Leaving Murray State, I had a hard journey. I was cut by 9 different teams, and I was traded twice. But I had a dream to play in the National Football League. And wasn't nothing gonna stop me. Went to the Jacksonville Jaguars, got cut. The next year I'm in Canada for 2 teams, got cut. Go back to Arkansas. I go to the XFL, the fastest receiver, I got cut. Go back to Arkansas, arena football 2, you get paid $200 a week. Got cut. Got me a job because Ryan was born. The 5th game of the season, they bring me back in. The last 5 games, I had 85 catches for 1,500 yards and 37 touchdowns. That's when the Cowboys came a calling. I get down to the Cowboys, and I'm down there in the last cut, and I'm like, oh, here we go again. And I walk in the building, and my stuff was still hanging in my locker. And all because I didn't give up on my dream. Somebody said, you were good enough. Come on, let's play for the Cowboys. And after playing for the Cowboys, I was 7 votes away from making the Pro Bowl my first year. Come back my second year, had a decent season. My third year, Bill Parcells come in, he traded me to Green Bay. I don't like cold weather. Was in Green Bay for about 10 days. This was my first time I got cut, and I was happy. They came in the room and they were like, hey, a guy got hurt yesterday, so we got to cut you to bring in somebody else. And the first question I asked was, what time does my flight leave? I got up out of Green Bay. I fly back to my house in Dallas. I get a call from the Detroit Lions. It's cold, but they got a dome, so I can deal with that. So I get to Detroit. This is a funny story. So when you're a Cowboy, no matter what your record is, they still gonna cheer for you. I get to Detroit, and the first game I played was against the Cowboys. It's the first quarter. and we getting booed. And I'm like, what is this? They said, get used to it. It's Detroit. We don't win here. Get used to it. I said, wow, time to start playing for a paycheck then. So I'm in Detroit for 2 years, come back 2005, signed with the Houston Texans, #1 in the preseason, the punt return and kick return. I even scored on Charles Woodson, and they cut me. I get picked up by the Cardinals, which is my last year, second game of the year. I hurt my toe, and I had to retire after that season. But I tell y'all what, that journey from going from Little Rock Central High School to Murray State, to all the FLs, the XFL, CFL, NFL, Arena Football League, to where I am tonight, that's all God. That's all blessings. And I appreciate my journey. Because like my boy said, I tried my best to be examples for them. I tried my best to be examples for a lot of kids. I have a youth football league back at home where I mentor and I coach kids. And this is the 10th year of my program. And in my program, in those 10 years, right now, as we currently stand, I have 11 kids that played in my youth program that's now playing college football. One at Oklahoma, one at Louisiana Monroe, of course my son at Jackson State, and I currently have 6 more that's in high school right now with offers. That's because I'm trying to put something in these kids. And I'm trying to get some of those kids to Murray State, because some of these kids are awesome, and I want to see my school win. I don't like this 1-8 record or 1-9 record. We way better than that. And so I want to pour back into my university because you all poured into me. And so I thank you all for coming out tonight. I thank the Hall of Fame. I thank all my teammates and committee. We got to get Ronnie Merritt in this Hall of Fame. That's the best linebacker in Murray State history. And now that I'm in, we got to get a Ronnie in. With that being said, thank you all. Thank you so much. I love it. I love Murray State. Anytime y'all need me back, just give me a call. Go Racers.
Mike, you knew to get him the ball, right? Get him the ball. Let's bring up Isabella Cherry. She's going to talk about her dad a little bit.
My name is Bella Cherry, and I'm here today presenting my dad, Mike Cherry. First off, I would just like to say how proud I am of him. I not only look up to my dad's athleticism, but also his tremendous work ethic. He's taught me to work hard in order to be successful, and I think he's shown a great example of that. And I really just hope I can be as great as an athlete as him one day, and words cannot describe how grateful I am for him. Yeah, introducing my dad, Mike Cherry.
Football got this going last, and they're the biggest softies. That's coaching up to say that is a volleyball player right there. And you know what? It's great. When I first came here, I heard that Murray was the greatest hidden gem. And my day this morning, I got up and walked from the Spring Hill Suites to campus and walked around, and then was able to bring my family to campus and see all the wonderful changes to the campus. And Murray State's not a hidden gem anymore. It's a diamond. Yes. And I'm so honored to have been able to attend this great university. When people ask me, oh, you played at Arkansas, I said, no, you got it wrong. I played at Murray State University. First of all, I want to say congratulations to the class of 2022. You all did a banged-up, fabulous job tonight. And for all you guest presenters, you did a wonderful job as well. And Bella, thank you for introducing me. First of all, I want to say, Reggie, you're one of the only receivers that I couldn't outthrow you. But you know what? We can still connect today because I can't throw it as far and you can't run as fast. There's no doubt about that. And by the way, yeah, I had to get you the ball on third down because, man, you were in my ear on first down and second down. Hey, man, check it my way. I'm open. You know, Reggie did hit on one thing. Our great leader used to always say, men, it's the greatest day of your life. Greatest day. Committee, I just want to thank you so much. I was only here 2 seasons, 95 and 96, graduated in 97. You thought enough of me to include me into this great honor. I thank you, every one of you. For everybody that came out tonight, I thank you. I recognize so many faces. I would like to say that I got hit in the head so many times that I can't remember, but I do recognize you. I thank you. I can genuinely say that Murray was great to Mike Cherry, and I've appreciated it. And I hope that what I've done in my life, passing what I've learned to my kids on, to make Murray State and the community proud. I did write some things down. I get winded. But I do want to thank my teammates, number one, and I'm going to mention tonight. First of all, Dave Winder, everybody that put this great event on tonight, thank you so much for all your hard work. It's been months and months, as Dave said. Since July, I think he probably hasn't slept much, but what a wonderful event. Everybody that was a part of it, we thank you. Manny Dubiella. Manny drove in or flew in from New York. Ronnie Merrick drove in from Russellville, Arkansas. Sean Nolan from Memphis, Tennessee. Thank you so much, teammates. Got a buddy, Cole Plafkin, came in from Little Rock, Arkansas. My best friend, thank you, Cole. Also, AD Nico Jenko, appreciate you. Coach Hood, I had the honor today to go out to practice and see Coach Dean Hood. Great man, really hit with a lot of, tough luck this season. But his guys and that team that's going to be out there on the field tomorrow have stuck together. And, really a great man who's leading that program. It's great to meet Coach Prom's done a wonderful job. So lucky to have him back here at this great university, and I can't wait to see our basketball team tomorrow night. It's a young team, and I know we're piecing together, 12 to 13 players. That guy right there, we'll have him back in the tournament, if not this year. Those teams in 95 and 96, I'm going to tell a little bit about my story, but I'm going to talk about the teams of the, 95 and 96 and what we accomplished. Is 3 words: trust, belief, and respect. That's it. We had Sunday off, and every member of that team right after church would be right into that racer area, hanging out. It's because we cared about each other and we thoroughly enjoyed being around each other. So what did that do? Where did Mike Cherry enter into this picture? In 92, I went to the University of Arkansas, and in December of 94, I was sitting on my bed, just really at a low spot in my life. Called my dad, and I said, Dad, I've got to do something. He said, well, why don't we take a look over the holidays, and you probably need to transfer. When your own teammates are coming up saying, you got to leave. So I made that decision. I made a promise to Coach Greg Davis that I would make a trip to SEMO, Cape Girardeau. But I also made a promise to a man named Houston Nutt that I would come visit Murray State University. So we went out one January right after the Christmas holidays and the New Year, and we drove all the way up to Cape Girardeau and visited the campus and the facilities. And I remember it was that drive back from Cape Girardeau down, and we entered 641, and we saw Roy Stewart Stadium lit up. And I said, Dad, that's home. And it was home. So when I entered 95 in the spring, I witnessed a whole lot of hurt from a team that really wanted a lot. They'd been beaten up by Western Illinois really, really bad. But they were hungry. And I remember I was always a weight guy. I loved to work out. So the first thing I did on Monday when I entered into the complex is I had Sonia make up a poster that said, all specialists, receivers, tight ends, backs, running backs, anybody else that wants to join, Tuesdays and Thursdays, 2:30 to 3:30 on the field. And you know what? We had every member of a specialty group that showed up. And I was like, I like this. When we went out there, we worked, then we went into the weight room. They were working. Blood, sweat, and tears. I said, I like it. We got something special here. We went through that spring really, really quick. No injuries. Went into the season. And I don't know if y'all remember in 95, but it was extremely, extremely hot. And back then, we did a true two-a-days. Morning and the evening practice. A couple hours of sessions, both in the morning and the afternoon. It was 120 to 25 heat index for a solid week. And what we would do in the afternoon is we would practice for about 5 to 10 minutes, and then we'd go under shade tree and do a walkthrough. And we're rocking along there, and I heard about a guy named Derek Cullors. All of a sudden, that next morning, Derek Cullors with the team that we already had, he touches the ball on the sweep, and I looked at Coach and I was like, wow, unbelievable. You had Reggie Swinton. You had Jesse Jones catching everything I threw. And it was in an offense where everybody had a key role and a part to play, and they did it well. I remember we made that trip that summer. After that extreme heat, we were in the best shape. We went to Western Kentucky and came home with a victory. And I remember everybody saying that was really, you beat Western at Western, that was a great deal. And that team went on to go undefeated and losing in the first round here to a great Northern Iowa team. But in those 2 seasons, those teams were combined 23-3, 16-0 in the OVC, never lost to the OVC. I think we put Roy Kidd in retirement, maybe Boots Donnelly too. But and we won in '96 the first ever playoff game here in Murray in front of a great crowd against Western Illinois. I want to recognize some critical key people in my life here at Murray. I want to start with my car health. What a great program. Dr. Rice, Dr. Pamela Rice, Dr. Courtney Broughton, Dr. Judy Brookhiser, Dr. Ken Purcell, Margaret Simmons, Doc Simmons. Our football support team, the equipment folks that we had, Brian, our film and training members, our training staff who kept us healthy, week in and week out, Alan Lawler, the late Dr. Simmons, late Dr. Hal Houston, Dr. Blaylock, so good to see you. Those guys gave a lot of time to keep us healthy early at night, early morning and late at night for treatments. We really appreciate you. Coaches of those 95 and 96 seasons, Mark Hudson, Mike Markuson, Justin Krause, Danny Nutt, Kerry Fowler, the late Larry McLean, Charlie Wiles, Kim Dameron, Bobby Allen, and head coach and Hall of Famer, Houston Nutt. How about my teammates? Offensive line, Mike Root, center captain, Brian Cox, Paul Chief Gomez, Dan Brown, Mark Robinson, Mike Cutter, Willie Van Gorder, Judd Carter. We lost a member of our offensive line a year ago, Rob Reynolds. My wide receivers, tight ends, a man right there, Hall of Famer, Reggie Swinton. Jesse Jones, Quabine Adelet, Herman Taylor, Adam Kelly, Donnie Stevens, Maurice Mo Pollard. Sean McDermott is here. Thank you, Sean. Never missed one of those 230s. First one there, matter of fact. You're awesome. Running backs, Derek Cullors, Anthony Downs, Mike Johnson, Donald Hitson, David McCann. Tim Scarborough's here as well. Got a couple of special teammates that I room with. I got to mention as well. Dane Fuller is here tonight. Thank you, Dane, for coming from Henderson, Tennessee. Thank you. And Derek Ashley, who's coaching. He would love to be here. He's coaching high school down in Alabama. Very successful program. So many other people that I've been blessed with here at Murray State. Mr. Byers, I'm just off the top of my head. And Miss Krause, I ate at dumplings today. Love it. Appreciate everything. That those Sunday steak dinners were awesome. If I don't mention you tonight, you know that my heart, seeing you here means the world to me. So thank you very much. I got some special family members I want to thank. Special family in my heart is Randy Taylor and Leanne Taylor and family. Thank you so much for everything. The great education here at Murray State. I was thinking about doing dentistry and did an internship from Randy and learned so much. So thank you very much for your support. Like a brother to me, Donnie and Gina Winchester. Donnie was here when I went through recruiting at Shoney's. Used to take me fishing, made me feel like, I was at home. Always, I talk to him probably every week. So thank you, Donnie and Gina, for being such good friends. Football guys are soft, aren't they? My mom and dad are here. My dad worked 3 jobs to support us. He was a coach educator. My mom stayed home and she was a discipline. Boy, she used to wear us out. Let me tell you. She did it, and that's where taught us a lot of values. I learned who the person that I am now is because of you and work ethic, and you gave us everything. I have a younger brother who is 3 years younger. I'm the oldest, and a sister who is 6 years younger than me. So I appreciate them too, their support. They text this morning. Mom and Dad, I love you. Thank you. My kiddos, Michael, Isabella. You met Isabella. There's Michael. He wants to come to Murray State and play football. He'll do it too. I love you. Good kiddos, I love you. Thank you for being good kiddos. And special thank you to my wife. We've been going 25 years, married this summer, June, but we've been together close to 28. And she got to come to Murray. She went to the University of Austin, UT, and made several trips here. And she early on got to know Murray State University and how special this place is. I'm gonna wrap it up there. I would not be here if it wasn't for my teammates and those that had such an impact on my life. Murray State was great to me, and I hope that I can continue to honor and the glory of this great university and the people that I had the pleasure and the honor of becoming friends with. As we leave tonight, I wish you all safe travels. We're going to have a good time tomorrow at the football game and at the basketball game tomorrow night as well. But it's such an honor to meet great people that made an impact at a university like Murray State, and to see your families and what you're doing, passing on those great legacies. It's so touching to me. So I'm going to leave with this. My time at Murray State University is the greatest time of my life.